This is breaking down the Bible, the Hebrew Scriptures. Okay, guys, this is pretty simple to understand on this particular teaching. So, we're upon Saturnalia. Okay, and some of the questions are: what is Saturnalia? What holiday plays Saturnalia? Well, I'm going to make this very short because I have a teaching on Saturnalia, which is what you call Christmas. So if you're currently celebrating Christmas Eve or Christmas, that's Saturnalia. It's a pagan holiday. And a lot of you don't even know what the word pagan is. So you need to understand what you're doing out there. So when you're looking at different aspects of what you're doing and who and what you're worshiping, you should be very careful. You don't know where these things derive from. And then you associate them with all different types of things. And then you have no clue. So look on the chart. And this is what pagan holiday Christmas replaced. Technically, it didn't really replace the holiday, it just changed the name. But so what? You're not supposed to be doing and operating and engaging the ways of the heathen and learning their customs and ways in the first place. So yes, to a more direct point, Christmas is, or Christmas is Saturnalia. In Jeremiah 10 through 5, and this is also on the teaching, I will have the full teaching of Saturnalia twice in the description below. So you need to understand this and the way this looks. And I left it like this for a reason, because this portion is out of your King James Version, but I'm going to do some altering because, and some discernment, because this is what you should be doing. Okay. Over in the book of Jeremiah, or Jeremiah 10, 1 through 5, it says, "Hear ye the word which the Elohim speaketh unto you, O house of Yisrael," or Israel in English. "Thus says Yah, or the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." 3. "For the customs of the people are vain. Do you not understand? By doing everything that the world is doing are vain. If you're Israelite, or you're Hebrew, and or Hebrew Israelite, moving forward into the proper tongue is Yahudim. You're not supposed to be celebrating no Christmas, getting holiday presents, and all this crap and garbage. It's all fake. You're worshiping Baal, Saturn, Saturnalia. You're worshiping the sun. It's all about sun worship. Moving on. Again, number 3. "For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe." What does that sound like to you? Come on, what does that sound like? Very simple. You're going out cutting out Christmas trees. You're buying Christmas trees now, but back in the day they used to go cut them down, and then they used to fasten them with nails and affix them upright with the nails in some of these platforms. So that's what this is talking about. For one cut of the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. 4, they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it not move. A lot of the times they put it in these pots, or now they got the little crisscross wooding planks that they put them on like 2x4s. That's right. Christmas tree stand. They have now Christmas tree stand out there. They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it not move. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs the born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. Okay. So they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it not move. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must need to be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also it is them to do good. It's just that simple. They do whatever they feel like doing. The book doesn't mean anything at all. The book means absolutely nothing. Because Christians don't follow the book. They follow their feelings. They follow philosophy. And that's the problem. That is a severe problem. Paganism. Remember, we're talking about a pagan holiday Christmas replaced, right? Well, Christmas is Saturnalia. So it didn't replace anything, it just changed its name. So this is quite interesting. So paganism is a term that covers a great number of spiritual and religious beliefs. And someone who follows one of these beliefs is known as a pagan. Now, if you don't know what the word religious or religion is, if you look at the etymology of the Latin behind it, you will know that it means serving gods. Not one, but gods, many. So when it comes to a great number of spiritual and religious beliefs, that right there is along with many gods. And someone who follows one of these beliefs is known as a pagan. The word pagan without a capital P is often used to describe anyone who is not of the Abrahamic religions. A similar term is heathen. Now, Abrahamic, if I took that IC off, I'm looking at Abraham or Abraham or Abraham. You ever hear of them Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Abraham, the one of a vast history, many nations. Look up this term. This is why I put this in here, is because it's highlighted in yellow for you. Anyone who is not of the Abrahamic religions. I left the word religions in there because it's in English. But it should be a part of the Abraham covenant or contract. That's what that means. You're not of Abraham. You don't follow the teachings of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob, whom named later changed to Yashael or Yisrael or Israel in English. So think about this. Moving down to the now version, a person holding religious beliefs other than those of the main world religions. Synonyms: heathen, infidel, idolater, idolatress. Archaic eponym: pagans worship the sun. Pagans do worship the sun. Christianity is paganism, if you didn't catch that yet. Okay, the adjective relating to pagans: a pagan god. Synonyms: heathen, ungodly, irreligious, infidel, idolatrous. The pagan festival. Feast is the word that's in festival. So what do you think is going on when you're doing your New Year's and your Easters and your Christmases? It's a festival. There's a feast with a festival. You know that there's only certain feasts. If you're Hebrew or Yahudim, you know, or Yisrael, you know there's only certain feasts that Yah commanded, the Most High commanded. And it wasn't something called Christmas, Saturnalia. It doesn't exist only into the worship of other gods. That's what this is. Now, a lot of you don't associate with signature or signs and phonetics with anything. So that's why I placed this up here so you can see what it looks like. And a lot of the Hebrew movement uses certain aspects of this pentagram as the Star of David. There is no such thing as the Star of David. That's in the Talmud, the breakdown in the Jewish process. You guys got to look at the etymology of things and break this stuff down. There's no Star of David. This is idolatry. When you're out there using this, there's nothing biblically sound in your doctrine that can tell me that this pentagram is of David. Show me. Come rebuke the officer Wolfline. Show me where you can defend that. In Hebrew, ancient Aramaic, ancient phonetics, all the way from your Greek to your Roman. Defend that biblically. I didn't say give me your ideals. I didn't say give me your symbolisms. I said defend it properly. This is garbage. Now you can see what's in front of you and you can put it together because these are their seasonal processes right here. Another thing, while I'm on this mess, spring equinox to your left, lower, winter solstice, autumn equinox, summer solstice. Winter, spring, fall. Isn't that what you were taught in school? Winter, spring, fall. Winter, spring, fall. Summer. They always like to pause in school with the summer thing. That's why I paused. But think about it. Let me lay something upon your head and your minds while you're thinking. Again, Officer Wolf Lion is a man. So if you have better answers than I do, send them over, rebuke me. I'm not scared. I'm a real man. The bottom line is everything here starts gradually in autumn and fall, start dying out. It dies out. But yet on the January the 1st, the end of December 31st, you guys call this a new year. This is why you need to go look up the new year, and you need to look up Christmas on the Officer Wolflion channel. You're in the dead season, people. What season out of these in front of you on the left, what season bring newness? That's your real new year. Hint, it's the first one up top. On the left, not the right, on the left. Because I know some of those minds out there go crazy. The one that says spring equinox, but I'm only referring to spring, not the equinox. That's another lesson when you catch up. This is crazy. And I know Christianity is a strong delusion. I was one for almost 25 years. It's garbage. It's garbage. Trust me, it's all garbage. Your current court system, Christianity. Your current religious system, Christianity. You got to wake up. Yes, Saturnalia equals real Christmas. Going from left to right, up top, you can't tell me some fat so-called white guy, European, is running all over the night dropping presents, calling them Saint Nick of a German origin, a European origin, a Grecian origin, a Roman origin. But most important, it's of Germanic origins. On top of that is European origins. Down at the lower left, that is Saturn. He's eating a child. That's the sacrificial process of Christmas. That's what this is about. So on the right, you can see they're tormenting each other. And on the far right, the man has a baby up. This woman has got her hands up to catch that baby because he's about to knock that head off. In addition to that, different types of killings and slaughters. There was a whole bunch of sexual enclaves, not only sacrificial, but you had orgies, homosexuality, and anything that you can think of that was during Saturnalia. And they brought gifts. How in the world are you celebrating this mess? There's high intensity in this photo. If you don't get it in the lower right hand corner, high intensity. I don't want to hear about no Rudolph. Where I grew up, we shot Rudolph and turned him into venison, stews. It's good meat. And you bet he had a red nose after he was shot. You men and women, boys and girls, sons and daughters, stop perpetuating a lie. We eat Bambi where I come from. I don't want to hear this mess about Christmas. I will educate you all day, but at some point it needs to start sinking in. Okay, Exodus Shemot 23:1-2. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. I just told you what you should not be doing. Stop teaching your kids about Christmas. It's a lie. It's a false report. You're bearing false witness. 2, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Every year you do this when you're messing with this Christmas, this Easter, this New Year thing. All that was done under Constantine. Go look this up. The word December, break it down. December is not the New Year. It's just like the Sabbath. A lot of you go to church on Sunday when it's Sunday. It's a sun worship day. Look in the book where it states that 6 days you shall work, 7 days you shall rest. The Sabbath day, the Shabbat. Again, 2, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. Let me tell you, the judgment of Yah is not going to be easy to endure when he puts that on you. I did a piece called Soul Alarm. Go check that out. Because a lot of you should be putting on your alarm right now during these holidays. It's disgusting. You should be hating Christmas and these New Year's and these Easters and the wicked world that you're in. You should be hating these days. But yet you want to form it in family and love. That's not family and love. Attaching your spirit and your untruths to the Most High like this? Oh, bull crap. He doesn't want this. And back then, judgment was swift. You were dead. You got the evil away from you. You put the evil away from you. Okay. Quartium Shinier. 2 Corinthians 5:10-11. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ. You do understand this, right? You're not getting away with this. Just because you think you got away, judgment is still pending. Judgment is still pending. He might forgive you, but the punishment is still coming. Before or after, it's coming. Or during, it's coming. Okay, judgment seat of Christ, that everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad. There you go. Sorry to telling you. 11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Elohim, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto Yah, the Most High. And I trust also are made manifest in your consciousness. Listen, you guys got to realize there are certain aspects that need to be done in your lives. Okay, there's a faux pas. There's something there that's just not right. It's an illusion and a delusion. Going to Metitiayu and going to Matthew 12:36-37. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. What you say, you're going to be held responsible for. There's accountability. I don't care who and what you are. There's accountability there. Because if you're a heathen and you're not Hebrew, you're not an Israelite, fill your cup up. Somebody has to, stoke that fire. That lake of fire. Somebody has to stoke it. Go ahead. Because the fire is consuming. So go ahead. Fill your cup up. But you need to understand that the way to Shemayim or heaven, and knowing that you have your name in the book of life, that you should know that the road is very wide for all the wicked and all the other crap, but it's very narrow for the saint, the righteous one. A lot of people are not going to get in there. A lot of people are not going to get into heaven as much as you think they are. So you better straighten up. It's better to be warned than blindsided. That's what I'm doing. I'm warning you. A lot of you have to get your relationship right and your spirit right. I don't care about the Hebrew camps and the brothers that are out there talking about biblical doctrine. They got their own doctrine. I'm going straight from the book. I'm not even speaking the Hebrew. I kind of take the Hebrew so you understand what's going on with you. But if your spirit is not right, if your relationship is not right, and you're not walking in the truth, you're wrong. Your relationship and your spirit is important. That Ruach HaKodesh is very important. Being baptized properly is important. Yeah, Yeshua. They know who are theirs. If you're a priest of your home, you're a priest. You're supposed to be setting an example. You're supposed to be holy. I'm not talking about righteousness, wearing white, and all this other stuff. You're supposed to be set apart from what the world is doing. And what are you doing to show that you're set apart? A lot of you can't even keep the day of rest, the Shabbat. (37) For by the words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. You better know what you're saying when you're out here talking to people. And a lot of times when you're sitting out there doing your own thing, you're going to be judged for that. And again, my Hebrew brothers and sisters that's out there on those corners, because I've seen the sisters out there too. You better be careful what you're saying, because judgment is coming. Judgment is coming. And you out there rebuking the stranger? Well, I got something for you for that. The Most High, Yah, He loves the stranger. So you better be careful. You better be careful. Again, some of these slides here are in the Christmas teaching. The links will be in the description below. So a lot of you don't know what that word means. So I broke it down. Note that most people think the word Christmas means the birth of Christ. It's a lie. The breakdown connotation is the death of Christ. It's all wrong. It's a lie. It's all Christianity. The word Christmas comes from Christus Massi, the early English phrase that means Mass of Christ. The word Mass is strictly a Catholic word. It is, because you have Roman Catholic, Grecian, and all this other stuff. It's all the same crap. Word, and thus so is Christ's Mass. The word Mass is religious, usually means a death sacrifice. Is that shocking to you? Huh? That you're walking around saying the death of Christ? Here's a hint. That's what you should be celebrating. The death of Christ. But you're celebrating, if you're celebrating this Christmas crap, you're celebrating the birth. The good has become evil. The evil has become good. That's in your book. And a lot of you don't even know it. And a lot of people are saying merry death of Christ. We're supposed to be celebrating the death, not the birth. I haven't celebrated birthdays in over 20-something years. It's another day. Every time somebody celebrated a birthday in the book, something happened to them. Go read it. Something always happens celebrating a birthday. It's a day, it's a mournful day. And I was celebrating a birthday. I got it. You made it another year. to do some good in this earth, among this land of living right now. And you should be thanking and praising the Most High for that year that you had to praise Him. So if somebody wants to celebrate their birthday, you put them in the book and you tell them, congratulations, you made another year to serve the Most High diligently and guarding your heart and His word inside you on the inward parts. That's what you should be doing. You guys are something else. You really are. Okay, guys. This is globalchatdaddy.com. You can go in there if you're Hebrew, or if you're not a Hebrew, you can go in there and start conversations up. This is an alternative to social media. We will be blasting this all over the world. So Hebrews and priests can have a place to chat and talk to about the word of the Most High. Word meaning He is the word, the Torah, from Genesis to Devarim, Deuteronomy. So this is a safe place where you can go chat and build your stuff there. There's also more stuff going to be into Global Chat Daddy. And this is where you want to go. Go sign up. The Officer Wolf line is up there. Common laws on there. There's some more things that are coming there. But go sign up. It's going to be a good location for you guys to go. Okay, in this teaching, I talked about the Officer Wolf line Christmas deception and the true meaning of Christmas is pagan in 2017. So you can Google this, you can drop the words in there, or you can click on the link. The click on the link will be in the description below. So go in there and click on the link, and that's where you can get those further teachings. Listen, you can hear me, you can discern me, you can rebuke me. But what I need you to do is go look this stuff up for yourself so you'll have that capability. Again, you guys reply, but you don't know what this is. You're not doing your homework. Do you know who you are? Somebody needs to leave a comment. I'm not going to tell you. Also here, does any of this look familiar? Does it seem familiar to you? This public law is something that you really need to go look up. That's why I'm putting it there for you, especially if you're in trouble with the statutes and codes, when the real Constitution should be your Torah. You should actually be taking the Torah with you if you're into these codes and statutes. Okay, they're not real law. Okay, you are the law. Man is the law. The man created government. This is why I put this up there. But it's so much more to this, and this is why you need to go to Global Chat Daddy. Because a lot of you getting speeding tickets, you're getting your children taken away. Okay, so we're going to be putting this in Global Chat Daddy. Okay, speeding tickets, child support, divorce, marriage. We're going to be putting this stuff in Global Chat Daddy. So go over there and sign up. Okay, so theofficerwolfline.com. Like us on Facebook. Always try to subscribe there on, when you're there. Also hit us back up on Facebook, if you got comments, and then don't forget Twitter. And thanks for your time.